You're rather hard to track down, I'll give you that. I was asked to find you as soon as possible. If you ask me, this problem sounds urgent. You'd best head on over to the Bannered Mare at Whiterun. Speak to Lurius Lior. He mentioned something about trouble with a dragon. And the promise of a generous reward. Sounds tempting. If I were you, I'd best not keep him waiting.
Я работаю на билетора. В лавке помогаю.
Ah, you made it. I was beginning to think you were never going to show up. The problem is straightforward enough, I suppose. A dragon has been attacking settlements throughout the holds. Contingents of guards have been sent after it, but the damn thing has so far managed to evade all our efforts. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lurius Lior with the East Empire Company. How shall I put it? Dragon attacks are very bad for trade. They're also very bad for settlements throughout the holds, hence a commonality. We've been cooperating with the Jarls to pool our resources together towards finding a solution to this issue. I'm sure the collective bounty of 10,000 gold on this dragon should stir enough sword wavers into action should my plan fail. I know of some mercenaries with exceptional talents. They've worked with us before, and they'll undoubtedly work for us again. For the right amount of coin, of course. Sure, if you really think you can take on that dragon by yourself, but don't blame me if it manages to get away. I suppose I can send Theoden to collect the rest of the mercenaries while you're gone, though he had a hard enough time finding you. Falkreath Watch say that the dragon we're after has been recently returning to a perch somewhere up in the mountains to the south. If we're lucky, we might be able to ambush it when it returns. It's likely roosting at Ancient's Ascent, southeast of Falkreath. Godspeed, Dragonborn.
Kendav Balan Vukai. Finally, warriors worthy of combat walk before me. I was beginning to think your champions were all cowards, Kaizal. Varuki Togat Hronga Dovakim. This one surprises me with its Dovasos. I have heard rumors. Maybe you are worthy of my Norak Nir gold. It has been a grave for lesser mortals. In your tongue, they call it Worm's Tooth. To the dog, it is the Brumlock Strunma. Seek it, Ya goes Walan, and you shall have the battle you seek.
Может, зайдешь в другой день? Я гадаю,
You're back. I was beginning to think you may never return. So, how did it go? Did you slay the dragon?
О, трепанаться хочешь?
What do you mean? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out there pursuing it? Worm's Tooth? It's a small island with a mining settlement off the north coast of Solitude. I manage the ore shipments from the island. If that's where the dragon is headed, then I've got a bad feeling about this. The mining settlement at Worm's Tooth isn't exactly fortified against a dragon attack, and our revenue will suffer if we lose shipments. Then it's worse than I thought. Likely we'll be walking into a trap, but at this stage I don't believe we have any other option than to pursue it. I'll have a ship ready at the docks in Solitude. Meet me there and we'll set sail for Worm's Tooth. I shouldn't need to remind you that we won't know what to expect when we arrive. You should stock up on whatever supplies you need before we depart. And don't forget, that 10,000 gold bounty is still up for grabs should we actually manage to pull this off.
Говорят, света возрождаются. Это охотники на вампиров или что-то такое.
I've acquired a vessel that can take us to Worm's Tooth. I know it's not much, but it'll get us there in one piece. Great. I'll let everyone know we're ready to set sail. Head below deck and get some shut-eye. It'll take a few hours for us to get there, and we'll need to be fully rested to face whatever is in store. We're here. Ready yourself and meet me above deck. The town is a short distance away. Once I've spoken with members, we'll head there immediately. Alright, listen up everyone. That monster is out there on this island. It knows we're here, and it likely has a trap prepared for us. No second chances. No letting it get away this time, or none of us are getting paid. Do I make myself clear? Great. Let's move out.
Пора покончить с этой глупой игрой.
Yes? What is it, Dragonborn?
Trouble is in the air. Be careful.
Gods, what a disaster! They never stood a chance. I can't even begin to imagine how the mining settlement's going to recover from this. Elmira and Theoden will stay behind and tend to the wounded. There's likely more people trapped under all this rubble. The rest of us are heading to the barrow on the other side of the island. I suggest you follow along with us, but if you want to scout around first, we'll be waiting for you at the barrow, so don't take too long.
Это за тобой! Напрягись! Отпала! И все? Все, что ты знаешь? Вперед! Руда!